All right, it's that time of year again. You're staring at the course catalog for next semester. And let's be real. The professor you pick, that can literally make or break a class. It's a huge deal. So today, we're going to dive into the tools that are supposed to help you make that call.
Yeah, this is the big question, right? You're scrolling through the options, you see a professor's name you've never heard of, and what do? It feels like you're placing a bet, a blind bet, on your GPA, your stress levels for the next few months, maybe even your future. Is it really just a total shot in the dark?
Well, it doesn't have to be. For a long time now, students like us have been turning to these online review sites to get, a little peek behind the curtain. And right now, there are two big websites that promise to give you that inside scoop. But the real question is, which one can you actually trust? That's what we're here to figure out. Okay, so let's meet our contenders. In one corner, you've got the original, the one everybody knows. And in the other corner, we have a newer, more modern challenger. First up, we have RateMyProfessors.com. I mean, this site's been around since 1999. In internet years, that's practically a fossil. It's a standalone website, and it's totally laser-focused on just one thing: rating professors, mainly in the US, Canada, and the UK. And then you've got our challenger, the Rate My Professor feature that's part of AcademicJobs.com. Now, this one is a totally different beast. It's not a standalone site, it's actually built into this huge global hub for academic careers. And its whole vibe is different. It's got this big worldwide focus. We're talking celebrating awesome teaching from Oxford all the way to Tokyo. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. It's time for a head-to-head. We're going to put these two platforms side by side and really see how they stack up on the stuff that actually matters to you. Things like reliability, how far their reach is, and, which one gives you the most value. So you can really think of this as the veteran versus the challenger. On one hand, you've got the old guard, RateMyProfessors.com, with all that name recognition from being around forever. And on the other hand, you have AcademicJobs.com, bringing this fresh, global, and much more connected approach to the whole thing. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's break down these core differences. First, look at the user base. Rate My Professors is pretty much stuck in North America, right? But AcademicJobs.com is global by design. Now, let's talk reliability. This is a big one. AcademicJobs.com actually moderates its reviews to cut down on spam and fake posts. Rate My Professors, though, it's faced a lot of heat for potential bias in its totally anonymous system. And finally, look at integration. AcademicJobs.com connects these reviews to a whole career website, while RMP is it's just a rating tool. And let's dig a little deeper on that whole reliability thing for Rate My Professors. Studies have actually shown that its ratings have a pretty weak connection to the official evaluations done by universities. And what's worse, get this, research has found that things like a professor's gender or even how attractive students think they are can totally skew the scores. I mean, that really makes you question how objective any of that feedback really is. Yeah, and the platform's history isn't exactly squeaky clean either. Back in 2015, it had a major data breach, and oh boy, who could forget the infamous hotness rating? The chili pepper thing? It was slammed for being super unprofessional and sexist, and they finally got rid of it. But still, that kind of history, it makes you wonder about the platform's whole foundation of trust, Now, on the flip side, you have AcademicJobs.com, and it looks like they've really tried to build trust from the ground up. Their reviews are moderated, which is huge. The main site has a solid 4-star rating on Trustpilot, and this is the real game changer. Professors can actually claim their profiles and respond publicly to what students are saying. So it's not just a one-way street of anonymous comments, it's a real dialogue. It just feels like a more legit, constructive way to do things. And this chart, it just perfectly illustrates the massive difference in scope. Look, if you're a student in the US, Canada, or the UK, sure, Rate My Professors probably has a ton of reviews for you. But what if you're an international student, or you're thinking about studying abroad? It's not even a contest. AcademicJobs.com is playing on a completely different, truly global field. Okay, so after looking at all the evidence, we're talking the focus on trust, that massive global reach, the way it connects to actual career tools, a pretty clear winner starts to emerge, doesn't it? So here it is, the moment of truth. Based on everything we've looked at, our analysis points to one clear winner. When it comes to a platform that students and educators can trust worldwide, the superior choice is AcademicJobs.com's Rate My Professor. So let's just quickly recap the top 3 reasons why it takes the crown. First, that global community. You just can't beat it. You're getting insights from literally all over the world. Second, the career value.
It's not just about picking a class, it's connected to jobs, rankings, the whole shebang. And third, it's all about fostering positive feedback. That moderation creates a space you can actually trust, where the goal is to celebrate great teaching.
And it's not just about dodging the bad professors. It's about lifting up the amazing ones. This kind of platform gives us a way to shout out those truly inspiring educators, the ones who make a real impact. It's about giving credit where credit is seriously due.
So why does any of this really matter? I mean, it's just a website, right? Well, not exactly. Because the platform you choose to use and the one you add your own reviews to actually helps shape the entire conversation about what good teaching looks like.
Think about it. When you leave a review, you're not just dropping an opinion into the void. When you use a platform that's all about constructive global feedback, you are literally helping to build a better, more positive, more connected academic world for everybody. Your voice actually becomes part of the solution. And that really brings us to the big takeaway here. We've moved way past just simple rating systems. The real question we should be asking ourselves now is this: what if your feedback could do more than just rate? What if it could actually help build careers? Not just help another student pick a class, but help a fantastic professor get recognized and help a university build its reputation. That's the future we're talking about.